She used something called a purchase money mortgage to buy that house. What does purchase money mortgage mean? What that means in essence is this. Listen, a purchase money mortgage is a mortgage issued to the borrower by the seller of a home as part of the transaction. What that means in plain English is that this is usually done in situations where the buyer cannot qualify for a mortgage through traditional lending channels. Let me repeat again. She bought a house in Manchester, New Hampshire on July 24, 2023. The sale amount was $425,000. Typically, depending on if you qualify for a FHA first-time home buyer loan, you're only required to put 5% down payment. If you go through the traditional or conventional loan, you'll be required to put 20% down. That's the maximum to put down to buy that home. She did not go through the traditional way to buy this house. She used something called a purchase money mortgage, where the seller made a deal with her. She purchased this property for $425,000, but the mortgage is $305,000. What that means is that she gave this seller $120,000 cash. She gave this seller $120,000 cash for that woman to be able to make her get this purchase money mortgage. $120,000 cash is 28% of the sale price, $425,000. So the reason why I'm saying this, I'm doing my research. That is why I wanted to know the dates that Boba. I believe they've been planning some things behind the scenes. That petition that he put out there expedited the process to buy him. And in between then, they have been, the people that they have here in diaspora, they've been, whether that Bitcoin money, they've been channeling money to these people to be able to lay some things down for them to carry out this plan. Karimot as well. Karimot recently disappeared from this state and moved to a different state. I'm continuing my own independent research, but that's one thing I wanted to bring down to your attention because the timing is very, very curious. Tanwa or Wolabi. I'll pause for now. Continue, sir. But for Tanwa Wolabi, I have a very, very detailed report. It's a 20-something page long report. So if you can send me an email address, I can forward it over to you when the time is right. But continue.
So it wasn't what's just been done all of a sudden. It's a pre-plan.
From my research, I find it very curious that the so-called people around Mohbad were not in the country when he died. Iya Mohbad was not in the country. Sam Larry was not in the country. Naira Marley was not in the country. His manager, Sheyi, was not in the country. Bella Shmurda was not in the country. How coincidental that all of these people automatically were not in the country when this guy died? They've been planning this thing. They've been sending money to diaspora. They've been buying some properties. They've been doing all of this strategically. God will continue to give me wisdom and grace. Imole, thank you. Thank you for the courage. God will continue to give me wisdom and grace to continue this independent research I'm doing. There are some things I'm doing that I don't want to say too much. But when you brought up that petition, my spirit told me saying, when did he file this petition? June 27, 2023. How curious. Literally a month later, time I go buy a house. You don't use traditional mortgage. You go put $120,000 down because they had the cash to buy this house. In diaspora, if you carry too much money, they go want to find out where the money come from. But because they make a deal with the owner of that house that they bought it from, they use something called a purchase money mortgage. This is usually done in a situation where the buyer cannot qualify for a mortgage through traditional lending channels. Arifa, carry on, sir. Carry on, sir. Carry on, Arifa.